Hi, this broadcast of Divorce After 50 is not necessarily an interview, but I wanted to just kind of talk to you a little bit about things that have been going on with me after my divorce and just discuss with you some of the physical and health issues that I encountered after the divorce and over the last 10 to 12 years, and kind of some of the stuff that I've been doing about it. I think that'll be helpful to some ladies that are experiencing similar health issues. But of course, I was 50 when I separated from my ex-husband, and it was a very stressful, emotional time. And I went through a lot of different experiences as far as my mental, emotional, and physical health. And I was also started into menopause. And then I experienced menopause right after the separation. And it went from there to lost a lot of weight. Of course, a lot of that was stress induced as well. Not very good weight loss process because it was sudden and I wasn't eating properly. I was exercising a lot more than I do now, and I'd taken up dancing. So that wasn't the problem. The exercise wasn't, but I wasn't eating very much. And then when I did eat, I didn't eat the right things. And I started consuming a lot of alcohol. And of course, the alcohol normally is a mixed drink and it's a lot of sugar. So, there was just a lot of stuff going on, and didn't realize how much it was going to damage my overall health, living that lifestyle. Making a long story short, as short as I can on this episode, we'll probably talk about this again later, and hopefully I'll have some professionals on to discuss the treatments and the things that I've been going through to improve the damage that was done to my body. At the time, as also there wasn't a lot of people that subscribed to holistic remedies and treatments and just the holistic health, well-being. So I had just started kind of delving into that. And I did notice that there was a lot of benefits from it when I did. But every time that I lost weight quickly, I would end up regaining the weight because I would return to the same habits and the same things that had caused me to be overweight and unhealthy in the first place. And it's not completely about the weight, although that has a lot to do with the other issues, because the reason I'm overweight is because of those. But that wasn't really why I started this time. But the other times it was just really to lose weight and to lose it fast. And I wasn't really looking at it as a complete lifestyle change. So, in eating the food that I ate, and really paying attention to that. There's a lot of diets out there. There's a lot of programs. There's a lot of good ones that really work. But all of them, you have to sustain it and you have to really change your life drastically. And you have to eliminate a lot of stuff that you enjoy. I enjoy socializing. I do enjoy, almost every social event includes food. I mean, there's rarely anything that you ever do that doesn't have food involved, and a lot of alcohol. So when you put all that combination together, you can't really maintain a good, healthy weight loss. So having said that, I had been, kind of hit and miss. I was doing things and losing weight and then gaining it back. And so every time I gained it back, I would get bigger and feel worse. And then it progressed to my knee joints. And that has been probably the worst of it all, because I got to the point, even with chiropractic care on a regular basis, my knees were just getting worse and worse. And I got to the point where it's extremely hard to walk. And yes, my weight contributed to some of that, but it wasn't all to do with that, because basically all health issues come from, I'm learning this, all of your health issues come from inflammation. And inflammation is caused because you have poor gut health. And those are the things that you really have to address if you want to feel healthy and be well. The knee issues just kept getting worse, and I was trying various different things. And there's one thing that I don't, and I never have necessarily used prescription drugs, and I don't hardly use any over-the-counter, which is a good thing, because that doesn't cure you. That just basically gets you to where you can withstand the pain and feel a little better for a brief time. But then again, it also contributes to other health issues. So I stay away from those, and I have most of my life. I've not really been one to take medication. So now, having said that, sometimes you just have to, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you just know that that's not going to cure you. Every time that I would get up from sitting for a while, which is, I'm very sedentary now with my work, and I'm in my car or I'm sitting at my desk. And so I don't get a lot of movement for long periods of time. And so when I would get up, it would be almost impossible to walk. It hurt really bad. In the mornings, I was getting up, and it wasn't just my knees, it was my legs. Overall, I have a lot of pain in my calves, and I do yoga stretches, and I go to Pilates on a regular basis, and I do all those things, but they're not going to improve if you don't take care of the inflammation. So the knee wasn't improving. It was getting worse, and so was my legs, and I also have a bunion on my left foot. And so all of these things just really, I'm just in pain all the time. And so I'm like, okay, no more dieting, no more binging, just at least try to, stabilize there. And so my chiropractor has been for a long time looking at other processes and procedures that his office, his clinic could put into place. And they're not just chiropractors, they're wellness also, and holistic. And so I've been going to them for quite a while, and a lot of this stuff was working, but it still wasn't getting rid of my knee pain. And so now I'm doing a process, and I'm not going to go into that now because, like I said, I just started on it. It's just been a little over a week, and I really believe that it's helped. I know it's helped a lot in conjunction with some other stuff, which I'll talk a little bit about too. It's really amazing how much relief I've gotten from this treatment, and no surgery. It's painless. There's nothing painful about it. I can get up and walk out and have some relief right then, but then the more I go, the more better it's getting. And they also have helped me to really look at my nutrition and the things that I'm doing, putting in my body, and what the results of that are. And so I'm on what's called an elimination diet, which eliminates a lot of the foods that's known to cause inflammation to see how my body reacts to them. That's not extremely hard, but it is inconvenient because, like I said, I like to eat and socialize. So I have to be really careful, and I'm not 100%, but I have made major changes in my eating habits. And so that is, I think, a really positive thing that I wanted to let you know, that it's not impossible. And right now, I'm not suffering because of it, because I'm not completely depriving myself, but I am more aware of what happens when I eat those things. And so it encourages me not to, because I'm feeling good. The better you feel, the more apt you are to do the activities and things that you need to. And when you're eating right, I've noticed myself personally, you don't crave junk food. And I'm at the point right now where if I'm hungry and I can't find something that's not junk and that I know is going to, make me feel bad, then I just don't eat. And so I'm working on that and trying to figure out, ways to make sure that I have nutritional snacks, not eating out as much, because it's so hard, so very hard to find good quality food when you go out to eat. And sometimes, the food quality is not as good as it used to be. So I'm having to, adjust the places I eat. That's one of the things I'm doing. The other thing that I've started on is going to a functional medicine, a wellness doctor who did blood work and really looked at the blood work and the test very thoroughly. And they looked at it in a different way than the regular medical industry does. So we went over it. It was like a 90-minute consultation after she got my blood work back. And we sat down and talked about everything about my deficiencies and what, where my levels were. And I'd had other holistic and wellness blood work done, but this was just as more thorough than ever before. And I found out that I was deficient in quite a few things that were very critical to overall health and cutting down on inflammation. The main one being hormones. And so I'm learning a lot about the fallacies that we've been told for years and years and years of what hormones can do to us if we take them. If they're taken properly and in the right balance, they're very beneficial to our bodies, and our bodies need them. So I'm doing HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. I've had the pellets. It's about 5 weeks out. I've just had them for probably a little over a week. I got immediate benefit from that, plus the vitamin injections that I got while I was there. From that, I'm taking progesterone tablets, but you can't just take the hormones or just take one of them or, just do a patch. There's so much more that you need to be aware of, and you really need somebody that knows what your body is lacking and what its response is going to be when you do introduce hormones, and the things that you can do to eliminate some of the stuff that they've told us to be fearful of. And I'm not saying this is for everybody, I'm just saying this is for me, and one of the things that I never looked at before because we're told not to, that's going to cause cancer or whatever. Anyway, there's just a whole lot more that I can tell you about all that. But again, I want to have a professional in here that can give you, proven facts and also guide you to, where to find more information. But I'm just telling you what's going on with me to let you know that it is something that you might want to just investigate. Nothing hurtful or harmful about doing some research and talking to some people. I will tell you more as as I progress and things start happening, and I'm definitely going to let you know. I can walk. I can get up and start walking without pain. Not completely, but for a big part. My knees don't ache as much. I do still have some pain, but I'm not through with those treatments. And, and this is very new. So there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to find out about, how long it's going to last and if it, actually cures it. And then there's some other stuff that I'm going to be doing as a follow-up. So just, again, I know that this might not be exactly the perfect place to have talked about all this, but I feel like that this being about divorce after 50, it might be a good topic. And also I want to make sure that, women over 50 know that they don't have to be in pain for the rest of their life, and they don't have to have surgery, and they don't have to get on prescription drugs. There are alternatives. And I just wanted to open your mind to thinking about that. Thank you for listening. This is Shari Frasure with Divorce After 50.